Hi, my name is Deanna H. Choi, and I'm a sound designer and composer. Generally speaking, a sound designer for a theatrical production is pretty much responsible for overseeing all the auditory elements of a show. So sometimes that means recorded sound effects and music. Sometimes, in this case, for instance, all the actors are mic'd, so I'm also dealing with the sound system and the mix and the balance of their voices with the rest of the soundscape. And then in addition, because I'm also a composer on this show, I'm also writing original music. That is some of it which is pre-recorded and plays like the score in a film, and some of it which is also being performed live by the actors. When Jeremy approached me about this show several months ago, he already had a few ideas about the world that we were in. You know, some keywords he gave me were things like glam rock, dystopic, crumbling, decaying infrastructure. And then once I saw the set design by Andrew Cull, that was a whole other layer. Now we're talking about potentially what is this world? Is it an abandoned theater? Is it this weird purgatory, nothing and everywhere, out of time, out of place kind of setting? And then seeing Kaelen's costume sketches also, and the nature of playing with period, playing with the animalistic references to this, so they're not fully human. What is the ensemble? It was a really great starting point just to start talking about aesthetic and what's the world that we're building here. Obviously the script tells you a lot, but for this production, what is specific to Jeremy's vision of the show? What's specific to these actors, their timing, their personalities, their interpretation of the characters? All that you can only really find out in rehearsal. One of the things that Jeremy mentioned early on in the show, which the playwright, Tom Stoppard, has been known to say a number of times, is that to always remember that the show is a comedy. Despite, it really delves into some big existential questions and has some dark and morbid moments as well, at the end of the day, it still has to be a comedy. The world is in a pretty grim place these days all around, and there's a lot of pain and trauma in the world, and if you can leave that at the door and come join us for 2.5 hours and just be completely transported somewhere else, I think we would have done our job.